We've seen a global slowing of the recovery. It's not unusual. It was reported to us by Mark Carney when the premiers got together, and we're taking those conditions into account and adjusting our program accordingly to make sure that we keep growing the economy, training people, and shrink the gap between revenue and expenditure as we go forward.
So when can we expect to see those books balanced?
We've said 16-17 is our new target, and we want to ensure we do that in such a way that we can protect the things that matter for Manitobans. That, of course, is healthcare and education opportunities for young people.
Cut back on spending?
We will reduce spending and manage spending going forward, and budgets will give you the tail of that, the specifics that are done there. You've already seen us reduce RHAs from 11 to 5, merge Crown corporations together, reduce regional offices, reduce some positions in the public service. We will continue to take measures that streamline the way we deliver services in the province.
How much is the deficit? I know the quarterly report's coming out, but
yeah,
what it was 460 was the
the Minister of Finance will report on that very soon.
But you have a ballpark. You must have.
Again, Minister of Finance will report on it. I wouldn't want to take all his thunder away from him.
Well, you're the premier. Take the thunder. Take the thunder. What is it?
He'll report on it in about a week, and we'll give you a very clear update with specifics.
There are going to be critics who say, "Look, you made an election promise. Your target was 2014. People within his own party really gave Hugh McFadden a hard time for saying 2018.
Yeah.
You're inching closer to that date.
Yeah, I mean, the reality was they had a much higher spending program than we did. We've seen a change at all levels of government. We've seen everybody modify their dates to take into account the new reality out there. The most important thing to do is have a balanced approach that grows your economy and opportunities for young people, looks after healthcare, but shrinks the revenue between expenditure and expenditure and revenues, shrinks that gap every single year going forward, and make continuous progress. That'll be the best way for us to all come out of this.
Why 2 years and not just another year? Because last time...
Simply to line up with where the federal government seemed to have been positioning itself and most other jurisdictions.
So is that the excuse? Find an outside of Manitoba approach?
No, it's not an excuse at all. It's just dealing with the reality that we have in front of us. We have very real challenges that we have to meet in this province. They need to be addressed. We all know that we're still recovering from a $1.2 billion flood. We know we have very specific pressures, for example, in the child welfare field, but we also know we have to manage, and we have brought down expenditure and focused expenditure and look for efficiencies in government, and we will continue to do that. When you shrink the number of regional health authorities from 11 to 5, you save $10 million, and that $10 million was put back into programs such as cancer care drugs to keep people in their homes and in the workplace.
What are you going to say to people who say that you broke the last promise and you'll break this one too?
And again, we will report regularly to Manitobans on the progress we've made, as we do every year, and we will show continuous progress while protecting the things that matter to Manitobans.
Will you have to raise small taxes again in the budget again?
Pardon me?
Are you disappointed that you had to break that promise?
You always want things to go better than you expected, but you also have to have a clear eye on what's happening. Mark Carney gave us a very clear presentation that the global recovery is slower than we've seen in previous recessions. The historic evidence he presented was very strong in that regard. And we also know that around the world, everybody has to strike the right balance between economic growth, protecting services, and shrinking their deficits.
When do you talk about tax increases? When do you start considering?
Again, every budget, we put a priority on affordability in Manitoba, keeping Manitoba one of the most affordable places to live. Nothing is being ruled out as we go forward, but that focus on affordability is one of our key priorities.